I'm not sure if you guys have seen some of the latest videos, reports, anything involving the vandalism of art, where people are going and they're like gluing themselves to paintings and like throwing food items at painting, which, you know, that's wonderful. You're talking about trying to save the planet and you're over there wasting food. That's great. Makes sense. And you're using oil-based glue to glue yourself to things, but you know, whatever.
Ironic.
Well, it's a group that's called Just Stop Oil. This is a group that's called Just Stop Oil. These people, it's a group where it's vandalism, where they're going around mainly in Europe, causing vandalism, trying to raise awareness to save the planet. The fossil fuels are killing the planet. This group, like you would expect, just like the BLM groups and the Antifa groups and everything, are fully funded by billionaire groups. This is a ploy. This is to get, depending on how you want to look at it, I think they're always trying to kill multiple birds with one stone type of thing. But you look at it where, one, they're raising even more awareness and uprising. It's not the word I'm looking for. Upheaval, aggression from the SJWs, the social justice warriors out there about this stuff. But they're also trying to stir up more division and more aggression and hate between the political parties, which they're always doing that. They're always trying to stir up as much trouble between the two parties as much as possible. And so they're funding this group, just like I said, Antifa, BLM, all that stuff. It's all funded. And so Just Stop Oil, who's also connected to a couple other groups, Extinction Rebellion and Insulate Britain, are all backed by billionaires and international corporations, also nonprofit charities. Shocking, right? They're mainly funded by a group that's called Climate Emergency Fund, or CEF. We're just going to call it CEF. Makes it easier. So CEF is actually founded by Eileen Getty, the Getty family, not Getty Images, but the Getty family. Eileen Getty is the granddaughter of oil tycoon John Paul Getty.
You serious?
Yeah, they're an oil family, and the granddaughter of said oil family, who got rich off of said oil, is funding the CEF, which is funding these groups to go out and vandalize art in the name of saving the planet because fossil fuel is killing it. The fossil fuel is killing the planet. So it's all wrapped up in there. It's amazing how that happens. And so, like I said, granddaughter Eileen Getty of John Paul Getty, the oil tycoon, she has a personal investment of £900,000. Like I said, this is mainly focused in the Europe sector over there. But she has personally invested her inheritance from oil, £900,000 into this thing. And it's also an umbrella organization that is completely exempt from taxes. This is where the nonprofit charity loophole comes into. And so this organization, CEF, they're exempt from taxes. They don't have to pay any taxes. So all of this billionaire funding going in to promote this stuff, they don't have to pay any taxes. It's just amazing how that happens, right?
Oh, well, isn't that convenient?
It's just a quinky dink. It's a coincidence. Now, CEF is funded through a line of shell companies. So many, usually, you know, you've heard the term follow the money. You can find out who's doing it. The money flows through so many different shell companies out there. We have no idea who some of the bigger names are who are funding this group. I have looked. Other people who are doing research on this have looked. They get about 20, I want to say. I didn't even make it that far, but they have gotten in about 20 different companies, and it still keeps going. They have no idea who's actually funding this thing, like the main person or persons who is funding it. So This is kind of a secret organization. I'm sure there's, you know, some of the names that we know, Soros, Rothschilds, all them, we know all that stuff, but I'm sure there's others, again, in there that we don't know. But either way, the funding is coming through a whole bunch of channels, a whole bunch of companies that we don't know. Now, the sister company who's connected to Just Stop Oil and Ceph is Extinction Rebellion. Extinction Rebellion is also backed by the Gettys. They have funding going in there. But Extinction Rebellion is also funded by the Kennedys, the Kennedy family. Rory Kennedy, who's the daughter of RFK, she is seated on the Ceph's main leadership board. So she's one of the main leaders on this group as well. Now, Ceph, even though most of the action being done is in Europe, and a lot of the contributors are in Europe, Ceph is actually based in Beverly Hills, California.
There's a big surprise. That's an incredible... I think I'm gonna have a heart attack and die from that surprise.
Interesting. You got your oil company here who's funding all this vandalism in the name of climate, and they're based in Beverly Hills, California. You will also find several Hollywood elites who are sitting as senior figures of Ceph as well. So this Just Stop Oil thing, I know a lot of people might look at it and go, oh, it's just one of those fringe groups. They're just out there causing trouble and stuff like that. Well, if you look at what's going on in Europe, they're actually causing a lot more trouble than just gluing themselves to things. They are stirring up a lot of aggression and violence over in Europe. Like I said, they're always trying to cause division with the political stuff. Politics is such an... I mean, it is so incredibly strong when it comes to a tool for Satan to use. It's just how it works. And so it's stirring up political violence over there. It's actually caused several people to lose their jobs because they are blocking so much traffic that they can't get to work. And if they even try to remove the Just Stop Oil people, the police will actually come in and not arrest or move the protesters, but they actually arrest and move the regular people who are trying to get to work. The cops are in the pocket. Well, the group Ceph is in the pockets of the police, so they're backing all this stuff. If you watch the videos, a lot of the security, a lot of the police, they don't even attempt to stop the people from vandalizing or gluing themselves to anything. This is definitely a ploy that is being used. It's just not one of those violent ones that we're seeing, but this is definitely causing issues, stirring trouble. This is not just your usual tree hugger thing out there. This is definitely a tool that Satan is using, and it is being funded by the shadow government. These people they're the ones that are moving all the pieces around the board, and this is one of the tools that they are using. So this definitely is not just some fringe thing out there. This is definitely something to pay attention to.